All right, what is going on, peoples, and welcome to the Wednesday Night Live. We got a great show for you. And today, as usual, I have Jay, the professor, in the building. So let's bring him on in.
What's going on, everybody?
And welcome to the show. I see a couple people joining. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up or send me a chat to let me know that you're here. Appreciate you for watching. But yeah, man, we got a great show today. Of course, we are going to go through dumb jocks, dating fails, and a little bit of black fatigue. So on tap, we got one of our favorite quarterbacks, Mark Sanchez, professional former New York Jet. And he played for the Broncos and I believe another team, but he's most infamous for playing with the Jets. And then we're going to go through that story. And after that, we are going to take a trip to Miami, really not too far from me, where a man met a young lady, well, actually a couple of young ladies, well, not young, that we just talked about earlier. They're not that young, but he met a couple of young ladies with a promise of massage and chill, and met these women in a liquor store. So you definitely want to stick around for that story. And then lastly, we're going to take a trip a little bit up north to Fort Lauderdale Airport. And there's a young lady that works at the airport at Hertz that has a nice scheme going on until, of course, she got caught. So again, the theme today is NFL dumb jocks. We got a little dating drama and black fatigue. So, the professor, are you ready for tonight?
I'm ready to get triggered, man, and get pissed off. Let's do it.
All right, we got somebody in the building. Shantae said hello. So welcome to the show. A contributor. We'll have you back on the show probably next week or the week after. We appreciate you for always supporting. And we have a couple other people on right now. Go ahead and hit that like button or send me a comment to let me know that you are online. So we're about to get started. Appreciate you all for joining. So up first, we're going to take a trip to Milwaukee. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of information. So there was a lady that decided that she wanted to rob an armored truck because, the economy is rough. Times are hard. But I don't know if this is the best way to do it. Let's check it out. Let's watch the story.
On Thursday, investigators issued an arrest warrant for this woman, LaToya Watkins, for what they say happened here at the Milwaukee Loomis location back in August 2023. Newly filed court documents say Watkins showed up to the front door that day wearing a wig and a red polo shirt like other Loomis employees.
The criminal complaint says Watkins used the code word beach ball to get through the first set of doors. Once in a secured vestibule just like this one, she struggled to enter the correct PIN number. She told a nearby employee, quote, "I'm here to work. It's my first day." That employee let her in.
Those same documents say Watkins then found herself in the cash room, running off with a plastic bag containing $118,000. How'd she pull it off? Well, investigators say her girlfriend at the time, Dajanique Jackson, worked at Loomis with an online search history that included, quote, "What happens if I'm caught stealing money at work?" I tried tracking down Watkins by phone.
"Hi, I'm looking for LaToya Watkins. This is Hannah Hilliard calling with Channel 12.
And Jackson at a former address Thursday, but couldn't reach them. They are now both charged with theft.
All right. I'm going to have to pause it right here. You cannot make this up because first of all, for her to get into the first thing, she had to have an inside information. How would she know to wear a red shirt and then wear a wig and then try to have a PIN number for the second and just failed. And then her homegirl let her into the cash room. So she walked out with a bag of money, $118,000. And I mean, that amount that can be life-changing, but unfortunately, people like them, even if they were to get away with it, they blow it and be back to the next crime. They couldn't just do it and get away with it.
Dude, this is.
Hannah, it took 2 years to file charges in this case.
It did, Deanna. The DA's office today tells me that they finally received 100 videos and some other evidence to review over the summer, which led to this week's charges. In the meantime, the whereabouts of Watkins remains unknown right now. She is the main target of this investigation, and there is a warrant out for her arrest, while Jackson received a summons to appear in court later this month.
All right, Hannah.
Wait, so basically, neither one of them have been caught. So she got that $118,000 and gone. They can't find her. She probably smartly left the state, but again, I'm sure that she did something crazy. And by the way, shout out to Phil. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you for rocking with us. But yeah, so basically, of course, Wisconsin, where they just took their time filing charges, 2 years. This lady, if she's smart, she got out of the country, but I doubt it. She probably still in Milwaukee, in the same area, just running and pulled over on the traffic stop, and that's how they're gonna catch her. Mark my words.
They're gonna catch her.
Oh, they're gonna catch her. But it's been 2 years. They're just now filing charges. You heard the story?
I was seeing it as if it was recent. I didn't hear that aspect. Okay.
No. This story just came out. I just saw this story last week, but that happened 2 years ago.
That's fucking. Excuse my language.
That's psychotic. But like I said, it is Milwaukee, so they was like, I guess they got better things to do than to catch armored heist thief. So her girlfriend let her in, and so they were in that together. They make this up.
You can't make this stuff up, man. That's why my black fatigue just keeps on.
Oh, well, if you think that's bad, wait till you hear this. So from Milwaukee to not too far from us, down in Fort Lauderdale at the airport, there was a young lady that is kind of the ringleader of a car ring theft from Hertz. And so I'm a Hertz member, so I rent from them all the time. And when you're a gold member, just for context, when you're a gold member, you don't have to go to the counter and fill out. You don't do none of that stuff. You reserve the car online and you just walk and pick a car because the keys are already in it. And then when you get to the gate, they let it open once you verify the car and then your ID. So, you literally get off the plane and get in the car and you pick a car out of like hundreds of rows of cars. You pick one and you drive out. So it's kind of first come, first serve. So the employee, what's that?
Shout out to OJ Simpson. Hurts.
This particular lady worked there, and of course, there is a scam going on with that, because remember how I just said how easy it is for me to just get off the plane and run out with, come out with a car. So there's an inside person. So you definitely want to watch this. But before we start, shout out to Shantae for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Round of applause.
Yeah.
But yes, let's get into this story.
No. Can't hear it.
But I was gonna ask you, can you hear it? Yeah. Let's see.
Nope.
Oh, stop. Can you hear it now? Let's try it again. You gotta love technology is great when it works.
Yeah, I can't even see the video.
Oh no, I took it down for a second.
Okay,
all right.
Gotcha.
Let me know if you can hear it.
And also Bovic is live at the
Okay, let's start it over. Technology works when it's great when it works.
A woman caught and cuffed after police say she pulled off a scheme stealing rental cars from her employer.
Authorities say the woman worked at Hertz at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. And Local 10's Sanelsa Bovic is live at the airport with much more on the charges she's now facing. Sanella.
Lord.
That's right, Janice and Louie. Investigators calling this an inside job. That the woman
want an inside job.
here at this Hertz airport location, manning the security gate, and allowed these thieves to allegedly leave with not one, not two, but 12 vehicles.
Damn.
12 cars stolen from this Hertz car rental center. The person deputies say is responsible.
So see what I mean? Like you literally walk out here and you just get in a car. The keys are already in there. So that's how they're able to. You don't have to go to the counter. You get off the plane. If you
that's how she was able to pull it off.
Right. So if you reserve it, if you are a gold member or President's Circle or anything gold or above, you can literally just walk straight out to the parking garage, pick any car, and that's at your level, and go and just verify with your ID and the reservation number and roll out. So just for context. So watch the rest of this.
Responsible for letting the thieves get away with it is former employee Savannah Harsha Phillips. She's now behind bars. According to an arrest report, the thefts happened at the Fort Lauderdale.
Hold on.
Bruh. Come on, bro. It's like you can't make this stuff up, man. Look at the lace fronts.
Okay. I have nothing to say. Okay, let's keep going.
Phillips. She's now behind bars. According to an arrest report, the thefts happened at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport location on Friday, May 16th at 11 p.m. A security manager told investigators surveillance video captured 3 men walking into the garage.
So you see right here, what you see is your name on, you see your last name to confirm that you have the reservation. And once you see your name on that list, you go out and pick your car. Now, what pisses me off about this is because people stealing cars, and I feel like it's going to make my rental car experience more difficult because I got gold on purpose so I don't have to stand in line, so I can walk out, get a car, and leave. So that's where my fatigue comes. But let's continue.
Scoping out cars. They'd allegedly get into the cars, drive to the security gate, and make contact with Phillips. She's seen on camera pressing a button inside the booth, allowing the barrier arms to rise.
So yeah, you go right out here. So what you do is you drive to this thing and it has a concrete barrier right there. And the lady inside the booth right here, she'll verify it, and then the barrier and the gate goes down. It's like literally concrete, so you can't just drive through it.
Barrier arms to rise. Authorities mentioned the men returned a short time later and retrieved more vehicles. It only took an hour to swipe a dozen cars. All makes, models, and tags on the cars were documented, and Hertz management discovered there were no authorized contracts for rent on any of the cars. The arrest report goes on to say management was alerted to the thefts 2.5 weeks later on June 3rd after receiving 2 calls. One from a Hertz in Texas and another in Virginia, claiming the stolen cars were involved in crimes in those states.
Of course they were involved in crimes. That's why they steal cars. At this point in this time, these thieves do not steal cars to joyride. They steal cars so they can commit crimes so it's not traceable. So what better place to steal a car instead of doing it the violent way? Just walking in Hertz, got an inside person, take 12 cars. So they committed at least 12 crimes, probably. These are just the ones they got caught for.
When Phillips was confronted by management, she allegedly became rude and irate, quitting and walking out of the office.
Of course she was. Of course. Was she going to own up to it? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I stole those cars, so she got, okay, of course she did.
She's now facing 13 charges. 12 of those are grand theft charges. Phillips' bond has been set at $62,000.
This is Florida, so you know she's going to jail. They probably threw whatever book they could at her, and so she's going to have to come up with 6,200 because 10%. So she's gonna have to come up with the 6,200, and her mama gonna have to put a house up or something because she ain't hardly got, because those dudes that went in that ring with her, they ain't probably putting that money up. I can bet you that.
Absolutely not.
And according to that arrest report, Hertz, the company says that it took a hit of nearly $60,000 in this theft. That is the latest. Reporting live out of Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, Sanella Sabovic, Local 10 News.
I like her.
I mean, isn't that the
Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears joins top story now.
Isn't that crazy? Like the fact that you get a job at Hertz and say, you got your friends like, hey, since you work at Hertz and they can just roll out, why don't you just let the gate up? Like, what's your brain? What is your process of thinking that you're going to get away with that? Like,
she's not owning up to that. She's not owning up to that.
Of course not. But I mean,
she's racism is racism.
Oh yeah, the white man then put her down because you know she shouldn't be arrested. She didn't do nothing. Because I guarantee when they arrested her, she screamed out, "I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing."
Oh, you know that came.
Show me that arrest video. I'm gonna probably get triggered watching that movie.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet. If I see it, there will be a follow up on this show with that. But I haven't seen the arrest video. But I will definitely look for it. But yeah, I mean, like, what goes to your head when you have one of these types of jobs that you're, if you're working at the armored truck place with cash, or you work at a rental car place, or you work at places that have high value assets? What makes you think you don't get away with it? That's my thing. You're not even a high level criminal. You're like a petty thief. Why? What makes you think you're gonna get away with it?
Petty thief.
Yeah, you're a petty thief. I mean, because that's like really a bird brain operation. Like, if you really think about it, there are cameras everywhere. That's like straight bird brain. Like, come on, man.
You know what's funny, man? Nowadays, thieves are complete idiots. They're, at least back in the day, you didn't get caught. You didn't know. Thieves now, they probably film themselves getting. And they
they are.
She gonna blame racism.
You already know, and it depends on where they are. They know, like, if you're in a place like Chicago, you can do the crime, be blatant, like, hey, I'll be out tomorrow. I actually got a couple of videos on that. Some people got caught stealing out of stores, like, oh, I ain't worried about no arrest. I'll be out tomorrow. Said it right on camera.
Terrible.
But what he didn't know was he was in Will County and not Cook County. So he's gonna be in jail for a minute. That's what he didn't realize, because he just thinks the whole Chicago Metro is Cook County, and part of it is not. But that's a different story. That's for next week. All right. So continuing in our fatigue for the day, this kind of is a follow-up from last week's story. Like, fellas, we got to do better. Like, engaging when a woman really likes us, or if it's something a little bit different. Because what happened here over not too far from us in Miami, in the Edgewater neighborhood, this guy decided that he met these ladies at the liquor store and said, she convinced him, like, hey, let's go back to your place and have some cocktails. And I love giving young guys massages. And of course he went for it. But let's see exactly what happened. Let's see. Here go your girl. I wish there was a video for this, but it's not. So we're gonna have to rock with the this is the lady that was
up with her forehead, boy.
From the wigs. Why you acting crazy? That came from a wig.
Oh my
God. All right. Miami police have arrested one of two women, so the other one got away, who were accused of robbing a man after making him a drink at his home. First and foremost, do not allow women to make a drink at your house, especially ones you don't know. Red flag number one. Number two, according to the arrest report from the Miami Police Department, Hugana. Okay.
What kind of name is that?
I don't know. Hugana, it's Hugana for me. Hugana Davis, 49, of Dania Beach, was arrested in Miami Gardens on charges of burglary of an occupied dwelling, third-degree grand theft, and organized scheme to defraud. The incident happened way back on March 30th, so that was earlier this year. The victim accomplice, who remains at large, this happened at a liquor store on 25th and 2nd over, like I said, Edgewood/Wynwood. According to the report, after engaging in small talk, the victim and the woman agreed to meet at the victim's home along with the woman's friend, later identified as Davis, who was waiting in the woman's SUV. Once they got to the home, the woman mixed him a drink. And then Davis told him to drink more. Oh, you're not drinking enough. Sip some more. And then they tried to distract him. I am from Canada. I love giving white boys massages.
Now we know how gullible they can be.
Hugana loves giving young white boys massages. This lady basically 50. And this guy is at the liquor store, young and stupid. Idiot. So, according to the arrest report, the Davis was massaging him. The victim saw the other woman was grabbing his credit cards, so he yelled at her,
"Stop it!"
And then the victim fell into a deep sleep. When he woke up, he discovered his iPhone was gone, along with his $7,000 Rolex and his spare keys. Then went online and found that he had $3,000 have been transferred from his bank account via Zelle. So, depending on your bank, there's a 95% chance he'll never see that $3,000 again, because they're not gonna. They don't reimburse you for stuff like that, like Zelle transaction, cash apps, and all that stuff. Nope.
I already know. I know.
You out the game, bro. So,
bro, did you see her bond?
Yeah.
Did you just see that?
I did.
That's $2,500. That's it.
So $250.
That's all, bro. Dog, y'all let her go off that?
Yeah, because it wasn't a violent crime. Absolutely. Which furthermore tells me y'all stop being dummies in the street. And you're so desperate, you bring this back to your house.
I don't even think my stuff will go up looking at that.
49 of Daniel Beach, who likes, what'd she say?
She looked like she smelled like Black and Mild and liquor and ketchup.
She said, I am from Canada. Let's take a look at this again. I am from Canada. I love giving white boys massages.
She looked like she from the corner store, smelled like ketchup and.
Oh, but wait, there's more. There's another story.
Oh man.
So yeah, Hugana Davis at Liquor Mart in Miami's Edgewater neighborhood. Suspect 1. And it was 7:40 p.m. It wasn't even late at night. So you can't use you were too drunk to realize it, because it was at 7:40.
What the hell you doing? What the?
So yeah. Rolex, iPhone, spare keys. So she's gonna break in his car later on. Unbelievable. And it took them months to even find her, because this happened in March. But they just now charged her in September. I mean, come on. But of course, I want to see what the comments says, because the comments tell it all. So we are on Facebook. Of course, I laughed at it. She say, "Is this Wesley Snipes in Typhoon Julie Lamar?"
The comments be breaking me, man.
The comments are everything.
They're everything.
And some haters, Zabuski said it was probably a fake Rolex anyway.
Nah, it was probably real.
It was probably real.
It's probably
if you're gonna, because where he lives and the desperation tells me everything. Mm-hmm. He's one of those guys that's a high income earner, but he can't, he's not able to, number one, get women his age, in his age group. And and he had one of them nights. If you can afford a Rolex and you're taking this home, you need to evaluate your life. There are some down pieces in Ukrainians down here, right?
He ain't lying. You bringing that the fucking, excuse my language, that beast.
I must have said that's Joanna Man.
That's definitely Joanna Man right there.
They will continue because they let them out. Is that the victim? The bond is less than the money she sold. The judge is a joke. Yeah, I agree with that. Dudes thinking with the wrong head.
Anybody look at one of the cards. Anybody with lips black like that will stay.
No, I haven't gotten there yet. Dudes thinking with the wrong head will get you robbed and set up. Anybody with lips that black will steal your ish and play dumb.
Bro, touch you look like black and like she smelled like black and mild and liquor, and you could smell ketchup. I mean, taco. She just ate Taco Bell. And,
oh my good gracious!
Oh my gosh!
You cannot make this stuff up. So all I'm gonna say is, fellas, make better decisions, especially ones you bring to your house. It's one thing to go to somebody else's house, but bring in somebody that you don't know to your house is.
Tell me about it.
That's just a bad idea. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying anything less. All right, next story. Now we're going to shift gears a little bit, since this kind of related a little bit for making bad decisions while drinking. However, there is a former NFL quarterback by the name of Mark Sanchez that had literally just ruined his second career. He ruined his first career with some of his plays, and he had a nice job on Fox Sports as an analyst, and he actually was really good at it.
He was good, yeah. I think
he was really good at it. But unfortunately, he went to call a game down in Indianapolis, and he had a heck of a weekend. But for those of you on this channel that don't know who Mark Sanchez is, I want to just give you a little highlight clip of who he is. So this is when he was drafted. So let's go down memory lane.
Guess who the crowd is that the New York Jets have made a trade with their old coach, Eric Mangini, the new coach of the Cleveland Browns. And as key points, I think, this is the Sanchez spot. You got it. Sanchez coaching USC, and it better.
I mean, look how excited they are. Remember, he used to play for USC, University of Southern Cali. So it was definitely a big time program. Look at those Jets fans. They're excited.
Number one next year, bro. And I think you look at Sanchez, I put him at number 5 on the board. There is a 5 in terms of the pick. All right, we're investigative reporters here. The jacket goes on, the phone is in.
Look how excited he is about to get picked.
That's no idea his career.
Took ahead a little bit.
2009 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Mark Sanchez, quarterback, USC.
Got fans out there crying. I mean, he had a nice little fanfare. And he started, but then Mark started becoming known for things that were not as appeasing once he started.
Is good when you're the quarterback of the New York Jets and you can eat a hot dog on the sideline.
During the last TV timeout, Mark Sanchez is trying his best to hide a hot dog and eat it. Oh, wow. 1 week it's Antonio Pierce saying playing the Raiders was like a scrimmage, and now the other team's quarterback.
And probably Mr. Sanchez's most famous play of all time.
The butt fumble.
Talk to Tom Moore then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator. You got a busted play here, and then Sanchez gets hit. The ball is loose, and it's alive.
I have never seen this before in my life. Watch this. Vince Wilfork is going to throw Brandon Moore back into his quarterback. He's going to fumble the football. This is what Reggie White used to do to people, forklift them and just lift them off the ground. Mark Sanchez not expecting it, and it was the backside.
Like who? And unfortunately, Sanchez, also known as Sanchez, that was what he was known for. But, you know, his career ended unceremoniously, of course, with the Jets, I believe with the Broncos. But he got a job as an analyst, as I said earlier. And yeah, this past weekend was crazy. Let's check out the story.
Former New York Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez is facing misdemeanor charges after an alleged drunken fight with a truck driver.
I'll be following the medic to Eskenazi. Patient's critical right now.
Police say Sanchez approached a 69-year-old truck driver in the loading dock of a downtown Indianapolis hotel. The driver told police Sanchez smelled of alcohol and his speech was slurred. Court records say Sanchez climbed into the truck and prevented the driver from calling for help before there was a fight, and Sanchez shoved the driver. Sanchez ended up pepper sprayed and stabbed multiple times after the driver told police he thought to himself, "This guy's trying to kill me."
This is a situation that didn't need to happen and should not have happened. The allegations involved here involve a 38-year-old former professional athlete becoming involved in a physical confrontation with a 69-year-old man who is just attempting to do his job.
Sanchez, who played 8 seasons in the NFL, was in Indianapolis to be part of the broadcast team for Sunday's Colts-Raiders game.
Mark Sanchez was involved in an incident that, to be honest, we're all still trying to wrap our heads around. At this time, our thoughts and prayers are with Mark, his family, and all those involved.
Sanchez is now charged with battery, unlawful entry to a motor vehicle, and public intoxication, and he's tentatively set to appear in court tomorrow.
Maybe we'll get some more answers then. All right, Aaron, thank you.
Now, like I said, this was a misdemeanor charge. So can you imagine you're at work, you're supposed to be traveling for business, and then you get so drunk, you walk down an alley in Indianapolis, and I don't know for those of you who have not been in downtown Indianapolis before, you know, it's pretty urban. It's nice down there, and he probably walked from the hotel to a bar or vice versa. And for some odd reason, he decides to jump in a man's truck and confront him. But fortunately, the driver had pepper spray and a shank. So Sanchez got shanked. But like I said, that was a misdemeanor, but there's more, because that's not the end of the story.
Oh, shucks.
Along with a new lawsuit now filed against former NFL quarterback and Fox Sports analyst Mark Sanchez. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaliyah Blackburn.
And I'm Howard Monroe. Bob and Chelsea are off tonight. Sanchez now faces a felony charge and a civil lawsuit for a fight that resulted in him being stabbed.
CBS 4's Russ McQuaid starts our team coverage tonight with an update on the criminal case.
In this case, the pictures tell the story, and slowly more visual images of the Mark Sanchez knife fight downtown are coming out and having an impact on how the prosecutor has charged the ex-NFL quarterback. New today, surveillance video obtained by the New York Post showing a blood-soaked Sanchez staggering up the 300 block of West Washington Street early Saturday morning after he was stabbed in this alley by a driver who said Sanchez attacked him because of where he parked his truck. "This guy is trying to kill me," the driver remembers thinking as he said Sanchez pummeled him as he lay on the ground wedged in between a dumpster and wooden pallets, and the man told police he, quote, struck Sanchez 2 or 3 times with a knife. The next thing the man knew was Mr. Sanchez looked at him with a look of shock. He slowly turned around, and Mr. Sanchez took off northbound in the alley. That's Sanchez coming out of that alley and staggering for help. An investigator said he asked Sanchez what happened, and all he could remember was grabbing for a window. This is the window on Loft-Miller's Pub and Eatery. Those are Sanchez's handprints, and this is the bartender who helped save his life.
Brought him inside, laid him down, and we called 911, put towels over the
injuries that he had.
These are the other images from the weekend.
Damn. Mark Sanchez jacked that dude up. And now keep in mind, Sanchez is in his 40s. This man is like almost 70 years old. And you beat this man like this, almost 70. And so fortunately, like I said, he had a shank and he had pepper spray. You're lucky he didn't have a pistol, because that would have been the end of Mr. Sanchez.
Oh, imagine this happened in Florida.
Oh, yeah, he probably would have had a pistol. Or Texas. You definitely would have had a pistol. I mean, but look at this man is almost 70 years old. He's working in a truck.
What's wrong with Mark Sanchez?
Man who fought with Sanchez, hospitalized with it.
I mean, look at this.
Come on, bro.
Beat the brakes out. Look at his nose. Beat the brakes off this man.
A deep cut to the face, and his account that led to the prosecutor filing a felony against Sanchez. Quote, when asked to rate his pain on a scale of 10, the man stated it eventually reached a 10. Sanchez was in town to cover the Colts-Raiders game for Fox Sports, and now investigators will attempt to find out where he had been in the hours before the fight and with whom, and if he'd been drinking, because the truck driver said, quote, Sanchez smelled of alcohol and his speech was slurred.
In a case like this, one of the things that you are considering is where people are coming from, where were people going, what were they doing? And then once individuals receive medical care, we're obviously very interested in what those medical records look like, because they can a lot of times give us greater insight into what was going on that day and potentially provide some information into an individual's state of mind.
Indiana is a constitutional carry state that gives wide latitude to self-defense and the use of guns if necessary to defend oneself, leaving Mark Sanchez fortunate he's still alive to fight for his life and his innocence in court.
We're lucky that no one's dead right now as a result of this incident that involved a knife, but certainly more people have guns, and we have to be mindful of that as we start and deal with conflict in our community.
Sanchez has engaged noted Indianapolis defense attorney James Voiles as his initial court hearing has been postponed, but he has a pretrial hearing in early November, and his status with Fox Sports is yet unresolved. In the studio, Russ McQuaid.
You know his butt is getting fired.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no investigation even necessary. His butt is getting fired. His job is gone.
Gone. I mean, dude, the dude looked like, what are you doing? A truck driver? Let me tell you something, man. Some of these NFL players, they have some of the biggest egos. Their egos are through the roof, bro. It's actually a sick thing. Some of them, like I've met a couple that have really crazy egos where it's just like, dude, like what?
Yeah, I'm wondering that, like, did he took too many hits to the head? That butt fumble must have really messed his head up or something. I'm like, does he have CTE? Because that defies logic that you are walking down an alley and you get so mad at a guy that's parked wherever he's parked that you jump in his car and start beating the crap out of him.
Mark Sanchez he's an NFL bust.
Yeah, I mean, he was serviceable.
Yeah, he was just good.
He was serviceable, but he wasn't worth a number 5 overall pick.
Nah, he was more like a 3rd, 4th round
But
pick.
at the same time, the Jets do have a history of having quarterbacks, and then when they go somewhere else, they turn out really good. Sam Darnold is the latest example.
Bingo.
And then look at Aaron Rodgers. Even this year, he looked terrible last year, and he's already turned around. So, and I can go on and on and on, but the point is alcohol and decision making. That's really where we're going, especially with the last 2 stories. My man in the store making bad decisions because of alcohol, and then this man who has everything to lose.
See, this is why, and not just football players, but certain people can't have liquor, man. Certain people, liquor and certain people just don't go hand in hand at all.
No, I mean, you got the happy drunk, you got the horny drunk, and you got the angry drunk. Those are usually one of the 3. And yeah, and sometimes you might be 2 out of 3.
I'm the other one, so I'm not.
It's crazy because, and that's why they call liquor spirits.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, I mean, he definitely had a demon in him to do that type of work on an old, basically 70-year-old man.
That dude probably was working hard. I mean, who knows, man? It's just.
I mean, he's doing jobs that most people don't want to do. So I always applaud blue collar workers.
Same. Oh my gosh, dude.
Because they do jobs that most people don't want to do, and they actually work harder than most people. They don't get the credit, they don't get the love, but guys that drive trucks and do stuff with garbage and clean streets, they work way harder than the people that work in the office. Let's keep it real. So
let's keep it 1,000. I agree.
So yeah, alcohol. So our lesson for the week, fellas, if you don't know how to control yourself when it comes to alcohol,
don't touch it.
And when ladies offer you stuff for free, most of the time there's a catch. I mean, you would have been better off going to the tug and pull out in, I don't know, maybe Broward somewhere, massage parlor, and paid the lady $200. Now you out of 3 stacks of Rolex, car keys, and your dignity.
But her though, I mean, what?
I don't care what it is. I mean, that just makes it worse.
It makes it worse. That's what I'm saying. I mean, either way, I would never just some random chick just. Oh, right. You want to make you a drink?
It's like for me, for example, like I literally live across from a liquor store. If I say, you know what, I go to the liquor store, I'm going to buy me a little cocktail, running low at the bar, and I meet some young ladies. Oh, you want to come back? First of all, probably not. But just say, for instance, I did. You come to my house, you think I'm going to let you make me a drink in my house?
Don't look like
and
that.
I just met you at the liquor store. Make it make sense.
Especially if the chick volunteered too.
I don't care what she do, it volunteer or not volunteer. No, I don't know you, because we have too many examples of the last few weeks we've done this show. We just saw it last week down in Brickell. That guy, the lady walked in. It was a high-end bar. She came home with him, and she put a little Mickey in his drink. He fell asleep, and she ran out. We just saw that last week. We've done this on this show at least 4 to 5 times. And so even though the lady was lower level, it doesn't matter. It's the same outcome.
Yeah.
So fellas, number 1, being careful who you invite. Number 2, do not allow somebody you don't know to make you a drink. And number 2, don't leave your drink unattended. And really, when you first meet them, you probably shouldn't be drinking no way. Because if they're in your house, you need to be aware exactly what's going on. So, all right, I'm off my soapbox.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just unfortunate. This is probably happening right now. It's happening every day, and it's unfortunate that these dudes continue to fall for the okie doke continuously, and they don't care. They don't think about outcomes. They have no situational awareness. They just go with the flow. Ooh, this is my little fantasy. I'm about to bring her to the crib.
Listen, we have all made bad decisions.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, we all have made or making, and probably still might make some in the future. But things that are really overt, like
there you go.
Your personal safety. That's kind of really where I'm at with this. Is your personal safety, because that drug could have killed you. Or she could have set you up and made, even worse, had some YNs come in your spot while you out cold. So there's a lot of lessons. So fellas, I just need y'all to be a little more vigilant. So that's all I got, man. I'm off my soapbox. I just had to bring those stories out in the forefront this Wednesday, because the one in Edgewater just irked my soul. It really did. The robberies is like, that's what we do on this channel. We talk about, criminals and robberies. So none of that bothers me. It's just like when we make those kinds of bad decisions. I mean, we always make bad decisions, but those kinds are the ones that really bother me.
The ones that are overt. Yep. That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah. So any last words of wisdom to give to the fellas and even ladies that are watching?
Situational awareness on both sides. Ladies, watch out. My fellas that are watching, that watch my channel, please develop better situational awareness. Don't let some random chick walk into your crib. Don't let some random chick make you a drink. Regardless, because you never know. You never know. And more than likely, it ain't good.
Not at
Don't
all.
leave your drink unintended. Say, for example, you out with a chick on a date, and you leave your drink there. You come, no.
Take it to the bathroom with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't trust them.
Nope, not at all. Well, people, that is the end of our show. For everybody that have commented, send us super chats, like the show, we really appreciate you. And if you are watching this on repeat, make sure that you go ahead and like and comment, because it really helps push this out on the algorithm. And also, while you're at it, if you're on my channel, follow Jay the Professor on YouTube. And if you are on Jay the Professor channel, follow D-Lens Reacts.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next Wednesday with another show.